The following is a presentation of TFNN. Trade what you see with Larry Pesavento. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. Now, Larry Pesavento.
Okay, folks, we're going to focus here on the April live cattle. We sold that yesterday at 78.40, and we just got stopped out of it. We risked a point on that. So that one didn't work. It's supposed to work, but it didn't, and that's what it's all about. Now, we had some nice patterns on the way down. We don't need to talk about those, but we had the beautiful 3 drive here. Excuse me. And it stopped right where it should have. We caught the bulk of that, which was good, and now we're going to see what happens next. So there's nothing else to do here. We didn't have a good ABCD in here, but we did have that 382, and that usually gets you to the promised land. So that's one of the things that I wanted to cover. Now, something else has happened yesterday and I mentioned it in the beginning of the show here. Let's get up I want to get the S&P up, the cash market, because that's the one that really highlights this real money, because this is people putting their money together. You can see here, this is the large ABCD pattern. Well, in fact, there were several. If you go back here, well, we'll blow it up a little bit here. This is exactly like the futures, folks. I just wanted to show you that the cash went right up to that level, which was 188. It went to exactly, oh dear, don't tell me we're getting these warnings again. Please don't do that to me. Oh, it doesn't work. Doggone it. I don't know why it doesn't work, but it just doesn't. It doesn't allow me to draw the line in, but anyway, it measured to 488, and the high was 488.77. So that's a really big thing, in my opinion. If you remember, back in January of 2022, it was the 7th of January, we topped, and the market went down into October, and here we are in December. Wow, Larry, lighten up a little bit here. This is January the 25th, a Thursday, and it looks like we're still up. You can see this is the weekly chart, so there's not really much going on. If we look at this on the daily, you'll be able to see there's your 1.618 number up there, 190, and there's your larger pattern that we're looking at right there. That's very similar. Oh, this darn thing is just not good. Sorry, folks, I'm still having a few problems here. I just want to show you these 2 patterns. There's the one from January of last year. Okay, you'll see it's the same thing. It's a butterfly, and we're seeing the exact same type of butterfly pattern here in the S&P cash right now. This is the ABCD on the long-term weekly. That's this whole pattern right in here. And as you can see here, we are today. You see that little white circle down there in the bottom, boys and girls? That's the old full moon. And we had one right back here. See 2 days off of the high. This one here didn't do very much. This one here absolutely on the low. This one here on a high. This one here on the high. This one here didn't do very much. This one here, right on the high. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But when you put the patterns and the cycles together, sometimes it gives you an edge, and that's what you're trying to do here. You're not going to try to, be a Superman on everything. You just pick the ones that work and the ones that you don't work, okay? Now, I wanted to get back. We've covered the cattle here, the April cattle, but what I do want to do is to talk to you here about the hold on one second, and I'll get it up here. That is the soybeans, because, I've got it right here, so bear with me. Oh, dear. Just one second. Oh, boy. And there they are right here. Okay, here's the pattern we were looking at in soybeans. We'll just draw it in. There was the big ABCD up here at your 50% level. Okay, here, we'll just draw it in. I don't think I can draw it in anymore because they don't allow. Oh, this one does. That's good. See, we're selling there at 1250. Our stop was above here. Had a pretty good move to the downside. It went against us about $300, and now it has about a $600 profit in it. So that's working in the direction that we'd like to see it come in. So those are just some of the ones that we're focusing on here this morning as we look at these things unfold, okay? Now, there are a couple of stock questions that someone had, and I think Mike was going to call in and ask about Archer Daniels Midland. I'll bring this up here because this stock has really gotten hit really badly. This is a daily chart, and as you can see, their news came out evidently today, and the market, yesterday, and the market totally collapsed. It's actually still trading at the 1.618, folks, but this gap right here, in anybody's language, that is a major danger signal. So just like a gap here, but look at this gap. This is about as big a gap as you'd ever want to see in anything, and that is really difficult to try to be a buyer here. There's nothing wrong with being a buyer right here if you want to be, because you got 1.618 as your fulcrum, and you've got the big ABCD. It's this huge gap. It's scary, but it's not going below it, so somebody's in here buying it. So if you buy it at that 52.21, you only have to risk, in my opinion, 2 cents or $2 at the most, maybe even $1.50. Because if it goes below there, there's nothing but, red lights on the way down, and you don't want to get involved with those from looking at that point. So I'm trying to walk through. You can see the 61% retracement on the rally back up, and then we had this was actually a perfect 382 right here, folks. Exactly. This is the best thing you can shoot for when you have a 382, just like this one right here was a 382. This one was a 382, and then down she came, and you can see the ABCDs coming together on this. So it's all about risk control, folks. You don't know which ones are going to work and which ones aren't, but that's what you're trying to do, is to find the ones that work for fall. We've got Bill Meridian, I think, coming in right now. Am I correct? Is Bill on the line? Bill, are you there? Let's get up here. I'll bring up these. He deserves some accolades here, folks, because we'll get the first one up, which is Tesla. And as soon as Bill's on the line, if someone would alert me that we have Bill on the house, I want to talk to him about this. Well, I guess we got a break coming up, or I can't really tell. I'm flying blind, but that's in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. Anyway, that was the picture of Tesla, and he recommended. I'll wait till he comes on the line, because he remembered that we were going to have him on today. And he was recommending last week to be a buyer of IBM and a seller of Tesla. And that was when Tesla was trading at 220. It's at 186 and falling this morning. So it's getting a lot of heat, at least early in the day here. So I hope that makes a little bit of sense here. And we'll get this thing moving here in the right direction. I'm getting Skype messages and everything else in here. And it's pretty tough for me to see what's really happening, so we'll see if it's going to be in. Yep, we'll have Bill on here in just a second. We'll start out with Tesla when he comes up. I believe we have a break coming up right now in about 45 seconds, and then we'll be able to do that, speaking with Bill, and we'll see that. We don't have any guests for tomorrow. We have a non-farm payroll number also that's going to be pretty big, so we'll keep a close eye on that one also. We'll be right back, folks, with Bill Meridian of Cycles Research.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
Are you ready to take your trading to the next level? Introducing Tom O'Brien's award-winning newsletter, Market Insights, your key to successful active trading. Tom O'Brien, renowned for his expertise in the financial markets, has designed Market Insights to be your daily guide to profitable trades. Tom publishes his daily Market Insights newsletter every market day before the market open, along with updates when warranted. Stay ahead of the game with Tom's real-time analysis and trade recommendations delivered straight to your inbox. Whether you're a seasoned trader or just starting out, Market Insights provides the edge you need to navigate the markets with confidence. Ready to join the ranks of successful traders? Head over to TFNN.com and subscribe to Market Insights today. Don't miss out on this opportunity to supercharge your trading results. Market Insights comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee for all new subscribers, so you have nothing to risk. Don't miss out on this opportunity to revolutionize your trading game. Head over to TFNN.com right now to join the thousands of traders who have already experienced the power of Tom O'Brien's award-winning newsletter, Market Insights, firsthand. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has just launched their new trading room, the Tiger's Den, hosted at Discord. TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. And now they are expanding their reach with the Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. In the Tiger's Den, you can look over the shoulders of Tom O'Brien and the other TFNN hosts while they analyze charts during their live Tiger TV programs, and join an interactive trading community with hundreds of members exchanging ideas. Interact with other tigers and tigresses as they share trading ideas, news analysis, and discuss the market action all trading day, even at night and on the weekends. The Tiger's Den at Discord is accessible on mobile or tablets as well, so it's always at your reach. To sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders, just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Okay, we're back, folks, and I believe we have Bill Meridian of Cycles Research in the house. Bill, are you there?
I'm right here, Larry.
Bill, I want to compliment you, and so does everybody else here at TFNN, on the two calls you made, very specific calls last week when you said to buy IBM. It was trading like 170 or something, and also to sell Tesla. It was trading at around 210, I believe. Those are amazing calls, and the reason why I asked you to come back on for the day here, partly, what was the reasoning behind both of those trades? I know you have it right on the tip of your tongue, so could you reiterate what you were showing us at that? Because these are spectacular calls, Bill. You got a huge gap down on one and a big gap down on the other. That doesn't happen very often.
No, it doesn't. Well, this comes from my earnings surprise method that was in my first book, Planetary Stock Trading, now in its fourth edition. It's done from the horoscopes of the stocks when they begin to trade, not the horoscopes of incorporation, which I started using in the 70s on Wall Street. But specifically, in IBM's chart, it's a very dynamic chart where it has a combination. I'll get a little technical now because some of the people will understand this, but it's got a combination of midheaven, Mars, Jupiter, and Uranus that was set off by the Uranus station. The Uranus station is in space. In other words, that powerful aspect of Uranus is hitting midheaven, Mars, Jupiter, and Uranus in the IBM chart as they report earnings. The key is the earnings have to be reported because, as we know, stocks move dramatically at earnings reporting time, which is it's only logical. And Value Line Investment Survey shows that if the reported earnings are more than one standard deviation up or down away from the median, then the stock reacts sharply. So that's the underlying principle. With Tesla, Saturn was opposite the progressed descendant exactly on the 24th, which was yesterday. Also, it aspected Mars. The progressed midheaven was contraparallel to the Sun. And Uranus was afflicting Pluto in the midheaven. Now, Uranus-Pluto, right out of the book, is drastic change, and Saturn is depressing. So one chart was exceptionally well aspected. The other one was the reverse. And this is rare because sometimes you get no hits in a chart. Like Seagate, STX, I have notes here. It just didn't show any activity. and sometimes half the contacts are bearish and half are bullish. What do you do then? You get what you call an outside day, where it goes to a new high, a new low, and closes unchanged. So it's like panning for gold. You throw out, most of the rocks and the earth, and you only keep the nugget. So it's a very time-consuming thing to do. And the other one, just while we're on the subject, I didn't buy it, but Jupiter was on the progressed midheaven today of LRCX, which is Lam Research, which I think is up 5% at the moment. Mm-hmm. So, and at the end of the month, when Starbucks reports, that chart, as I recall, is very afflicted. I can get back to you on that one. So that's the next one I'm looking to short.
Starbucks.
Yeah, Starbucks.
Okay, we'll start keeping an eye. Maybe towards the end of the month we'll have you back on and we'll review that. How about that?
Yeah, well, everybody's reporting now. And the other one, Archer Daniels Midland ADM, unfortunately, as you probably know, before I could short it, the stock dropped 25% in one day. It was on my list of shorting candidates, but they revealed that the SEC found that the accounting in one of their units was faulty, and they have to restate their earnings. And, of course, if you want to lose the confidence of Wall Street, that's the way to do it. So the stock is already down 25%, so it doesn't look like it's worth shorting anymore, but that happens occasionally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just looked at that earlier in the day. There had to be something. I remember back in the 60s when they were involved in the, was that Tiny DeAngelis or something like that, that guy that was...
Tino DeAngelis, the great salad oil swindle.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was a big deal.
He's a friend of my father's.
Yeah. He had all these big tankers, and he would test the oil, but what he did, he would only take, since oil would rise above the water, he only had the testers do the first foot, and the rest of it was filled with water.
Right.
And I don't know. And some guy did it about another 20 years later, did the same scam. I remember that. But you got to be careful, folks, what's out there, because some unscrupulous folks for sure.
Sure do.
Hey, listen, thanks for joining us today, buddy. We'll have you on at the end of the year, okay? Or end of the month. Sorry, not the end of the year, the end of the month.
Bye-bye.
Be safe over there. Okay, thanks a lot. Bill Meridian, folks, Cycles Research in Austria. Let's move on here and cover a couple other things that we want to talk about. We were doing Archer Daniels Midland before. I want to get up the weekly chart on this because it is you can see it's had this tremendous gap down here. As you look at this chart, you can see here we had a little ABCD right up here at the top, and then we had the down move, the 61% retracement. This was the key right here, folks. Just about the end of November. You can see here right there at around $77 a share. It was trading at a 382. And look at this big, wide weekly bar after that. Boy, that was telling you that something was not right. And now we're able to see that, that's the reasoning. There is some slight, but you don't know because of this gap. See, when you see a gap like this, folks, that's a giant unknown. And especially in a stock that hardly ever shows gaps. It had one here, okay, it had one back here, but look at this one. This is like 5 times normal. So whatever's happened has affected this company to the point where you better be flat out careful because it's not going to be pretty. Much like we're seeing with United Healthcare. Let's see if I can bring that one up because someone else was talking about that earlier today. And I believe I'll get that up in just 1 second. Hold on. I'll be able to bring it up without too much trouble. Hold on here. United Healthcare is right here. And we'll get the daily up on this so we can see it easy. I don't do stocks very often, but we're getting requests because these are, this is who I have my supplemental with. Hopefully everything's okay over there. Here's where we are with United Healthcare. Remember, this is the most expensive stock in the Dow. You can stop and think that the Dow being up on the day had to have some friends because look at this thing. This is a big drop from 515 down to 480. Now, you can see here you can see very simply, we had some really nice ABCDs right in here. Let's just do this for the kicks and giggles for the folks. There's your first one right there, A, B, C, D to the downside. Let's just double check to see how close it came to the exact number. That's pretty good. And then what does it do? It rallies, okay? And it has a pretty good rally. If you look at the last rally, it did a little bit more than that. But now with this news, what we have is another ABCD in here, plus we have a larger one. This would be the one that I would think would be the profit objective. And the reason why you do this is you have to do it this way. There's your profit objectives down here at 470. As you can see this, you take this one. Look, this was a 3-day rally. This was a 3-day rally, and this was a 5-day rally. So that 5-day rally tells you that that's a C point, which is a 50% retracement, takes us United Healthcare down to around 469. So that's why we're watching it at that point. If we switch over and we got a break coming up here, get the weekly up. Boy, this stock's in big trouble, folks. Look out, because look at all this distribution up here for 2 solid years, 22, 23, 2 solid years distribution, and look where we are now. Shut the front door and raise the rent. I'd be really careful. If that has anything to do with the Dow Jones, look out, because the 382 is down another $75 right here at 415. So that's the main thing. But if you like ABCDs, it had a lot of them in here. There's a nice one right here. So we'll take a break and we'll be right back.
The Gold Report. As a precious metal, gold is still king. It continues to hold the most effective safe haven and hedging properties across the global major trading hubs of the London OTC market, the U.S. futures market, and the Shanghai Gold Exchange. The Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his weekly gold report every Monday morning for subscribers, consisting of coverage of the XAU, HUI, GDX, the dollar, bonds, the South African rand, as well as 25 different mining equities with specific buy-sell recommendations. The Gold Report. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Subscribe to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report newsletter now at TFNN.com.
Currencies, commodities, and bond markets are as important as ever right now with how they're driving the volatility in equity markets across the globe, which is why it's a great time to try out Teddy Kegstad's Tiger Forex Report. Teddy Kegstad breaks down the Forex markets every Monday using his 30-plus years of experience as a trading veteran of futures, Forex, stocks, and options. Teddy releases his weekly Tiger Forex Report every Monday morning with coverage of all the major currency pairs, including the dollar index, the euro dollar, pound dollar, dollar Swiss, dollar yen, as well as many more, and he also has weekly coverage of the crude oil market and the 30-year T-bonds, as they both influence Forex markets tremendously. When you sign up for the Tiger Forex Report, you also gain instant access to Teddy's 60-minute webinar archive he just hosted, Forex Strategies and Fundamentals, What is Behind the Tiger Forex Report. For all the details and to start your 30-day Tiger Forex Report subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Everything in the universe is governed by the Fibonacci sequence. This mathematical principle is responsible for everything from the most aesthetically pleasing artwork to patterns in the stock market. To stay on top of stock patterns you can take advantage of, sign up for the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter at TFNN.com. When you subscribe, you'll get a weekly report from veteran day trader Larry Pesavento on stocks you need to pay attention to. And you can trust Larry's analysis. After all, he's got 45 years experience as a day trader. Larry will also provide daily charts, videos, and data on the key markets that he's tracking. Expect notifications from Larry on market movement you need to act on at any time. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. Subscribe to the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter today. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Okay, folks, we're going to take a look here at crude oil. We're also going to look at the heating oil. We're going to try to have Mike Moore on of More Analytics, because he's been nailing this pretty good over here in the crude oil market, and also heating oil and gasoline. So we'll have him on tomorrow, hopefully. But as you can see here, let's just clean it out so we can see the whole thing without too much trouble. And for those of you who haven't seen ABCDs before, well, even if you have, they're beautiful to watch. There's your ABCD pattern coming into 77, 78. We have another one coming in right here from your low to your high. That's coming in 76.50, and then we've got this right here. So what I do is I'm into this area. We've taken out these highs, no problem here. So what you want to do down is go down to an hourly chart, and then you can blow it. Well, actually do a 30-minute because then you can see it much easier. See, the 30-minute swing will be very easy to see, and there it is. We're going to open it up, and you'll be able to see there's where we are right now. We're almost there, and this is what we have, folks. This is what we call the proverbial three drive to a top pattern on a 30-minute chart. There's your 1.61. We're right there right now, boys and girls. If you want to dance with the devil, get your skirts on and get the old accordion out, because by golly, there's where we are. This is where she should stop right here at 76. I see if you start seeing a trade above 77, you got to give it a little bit more, say 30 points, but that's a perfect three-drive pattern right here. It just got everything that you could possibly ask for. So we're watching that one here this morning, just right now, because we have an interest in it. The data by internet is so bad, folks, that it's delayed. You can see how it's trading here, but there's no gap here. You're not even going to be able to see it on the smaller time frame, because there it is. There it is. Then you can see it on the. There it is. There you can see the whole thing. Anyway, that's what we're looking at up here at this level of 76.86. So we'll see if that ends up being something. Now take a look at the heating oil, which has got a really nice pattern with it. And we'll talk with Mike more about these tomorrow. And we'll get this up here to see where we are. Hold on one second here. Where we got here? Mike Moore. It's down here. There it is. Right here. Here's where we are. Let's get this up, and you'll be able to see it. I'm going to blow it up so you can see it on a 30 or 60-minute chart, so you'll be able to see that we're coming up. See, same thing. We're up above it right now. This tie has not been taken out. We did it in the crude oil. This has not done it as of yet, but it still could. So you see it's weaker than the two. That's one of the things that Mike looks at, is look at the weaker of the two, and that will give you a rough idea of what. Now you can see this does not have a clear, let's just go to the same chart, 30-minute. It does not have a clear three-drive pattern. You see, that's not anything near like what we're seeing here in the crude oil. Just not seeing it. All we're seeing it. Well, it is, but it doesn't have that beautiful symmetry that we have in the crude oil. But there's your number. You just draw it in, because you can see that we're right at the 1.618 expansion on this one too, I believe, and there it is right there. So both of them are together. Whether that means much or not, I don't know. Just like that number in the S&P at 49.35, the high was 49.3375. Maybe it means something, maybe it doesn't. I don't know, but we'll know in the next few days. But remember, these are based on patterns and ratio numbers, and sometimes these puppies fail, and you got to get out of Dodge. Now, I haven't looked at gasoline in a very long time, so we're going to take a look at it right now. This is the RBOB, and we're going to see here again. You see how we're getting close to a big Gartley here on the RBOB up here at the 228. This looks like it's got another 40 cents to go, but look at this. There's your 382 on the long-term move down, folks. So there's nothing bullish about this. It is short-term bullish for sure. And you can see here, we've been here 1, 2, 3, 4 days. The high here was at 2242. This one was 2243. This one was 2246. And this one is 2247. They're all right in this area right here. And if we blow it up just a tiny little bit, you'll be able to see that we have another ABCD pattern. Oh, shucks. Hold on just a second here. We have another nice ABCD pattern coming in right about there at 2262. So keep an eye on that one as we go through some of these today. Now, we need to review the wheat market, because we've already done soybeans. We've already done soybeans. What we need to do is to review the wheat market, because I've had 2 requests about it, and get it right here. Here is the March wheat. We'll get the daily up, and it's made a 61% retracement today. That was spot on for the caller coming in asking about that. There was the 61% retracement. Let's do it together so we get to see what we're looking at. There's your high. Down to your low, you'll see we missed the 618 there by about 3 cents. but you made it on the second one. You went just a tiny bit above it on the second one. So let's get it up. That's all I'm doing is just looking at these patterns, folks. And and there was a 61% retracement was right here at 6:15. Now we've been up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. What you want to do is go to your hourly chart and find the ABCDs on the way up. And by golly, you'll never believe this, but Mandelbrot was right. There are some ABCDs here. Let's just look at them together, okay? Here's the first one right here. Well, I'm not going to do these. You can see these, but here's on the way up. This is where we pull right back to a 3.8. Well, yeah, right at the 3, just right at 3.82. That said we're going to get up in that area. Then we had another one right here, another ABCD. Okay, that said we're going to get up into this area. Okay, and where are we now? We're up in this area. 612. So this is a place you're up 5 days in a bear market. So you look to be short the darn wheat. And you'll see if you mark that, that's going to be just a tiny bit shy of the 61, little 2 cents above the 61% retracement. So above here, you're going to be wrong. So you got about a 9 cent risk here to see if that's going to work. And that's all we know. Okay. But you can see the ABCDs to the downside. This is what I try to do in the videos each day, and I cover them in the newsletter. So those are just a few of the ones that we're looking at. I got to check the time on the wall here. We've got a minute, and that'll give me a chance to check one other thing that someone asked that we did very well in this year, and just recently, of course, was the soybean oil. So let's get that bean oil right up here, and we're going to do the hourly chart. I haven't looked at this, but we should be coming to a bottom. Shut the front door and raise the rent. We're getting close, boys and girls. This is March oil. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Very, very sad. Yeah, hold on just a second. We just got news that one of our dear friends has a brain tumor, and he has very little time left. The family asked me to not say anything, but you all know who it is. It's not the TFNN family, which is fine, but it's someone that you've all heard of and stuff. Anyway, here's where we are. There's the from the 15th of December, I believe, January. Let's try this in an hourly chart. Where does the time go? You can see the beautiful pattern that we've got going here. The first one is right here. There's your ABCD. Stay tuned, folks. We got to pay a few bills, and we'll be right back talking more about soybean oil.
You might think that if you want to be successful at trading in the stock market, you're going to need a crystal ball. After all, it's impossible to predict the future, right? Like any endeavor in life, before you decide it's impossible, get some advice from the experts. You might find that it's not so impossible after all. For daily market overviews that give you direction on the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, subscribe to the Opening Call newsletter at TFNN.com. The Opening Call newsletter is written by Basil Chapman, creator of the trading methodology known as the Chapman Wave. The Chapman Wave up-down sequence gives you an edge in identifying price turns, finding the peaks and valleys in stock prices. Get the Opening Call newsletter by Basil Chapman in your inbox every day. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know, and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Are you ready to take your trading to the next level? Introducing Tom O'Brien's award-winning newsletter, Market Insights, your key to successful active trading. Tom O'Brien, renowned for his expertise in the financial markets, has designed Market Insights to be your daily guide to profitable trades. Tom publishes his daily Market Insights newsletter every market day before the market open, along with updates when warranted. Stay ahead of the game with Tom's real-time analysis and trade recommendations delivered straight to your inbox. Whether you're a seasoned trader or just starting out, Market Insights provides the edge you need to navigate the markets with confidence. Ready to join the ranks of successful traders? Head over to TFNN.com and subscribe to Market Insights today. Don't miss out on this opportunity to supercharge your trading results. Market Insights comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee for all new subscribers, so you have nothing to risk. Don't miss out on this opportunity to revolutionize your trading game. Head over to TFNN.com right now to join the thousands of traders who have already experienced the power of Tom O'Brien's award-winning newsletter, Market Insights firsthand. TFNN, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Okay, we're back, folks, and what we're going to do here is we're going to take a look here at the soybean oil. This is the March, going since December the 15th. What we're going to do now is to move to the daily to see where we are, because I recall we have a big number down in here. In fact, we've hit it again. You see this, we made a lower low from this level right here. That's very important, because if there's no follow through here, this is nothing more than a double bottom. Right now it's trading above it, but it's still a little bit early. Okay, so the key here is you have to wait. Now, going back to that hourly chart, as you look at this hourly chart, you're going to get a pretty good idea of where the next bottom would be if, in fact, it's going to come. You just go back to your ABCD tool, draw, shucks. All right, it's there. The trouble is it doesn't want to catch it where I want to catch it. So hold on, let me get it one more time. Should be it. There's where we are. There's ABCD. Another 70 cents lower here in the thing, and we're going to be okay. Let's move this over. You'll see as we get to this level right here, setting right at the 127, but I think it's probably going to get down to here. This is the area where I'd be watching it here at 45.72. Now, this has made a lower low now, going back the last 3 or 4 weeks. So you can see we've broken below that low. That's telling you there's a lot of selling. But look, after the selling, it's been holding its own for 1, 2, 3, 4 hours. So there's a possibility we could be right here getting ready to be a buyer. So we'll watch that closely. Now, since we're doing this, we're going to take a look at the soybean meal, since we're looking at the same part of that soybean complex. So here is the March soybean meal. It should be going down, and that's basically what we think is happening. Okay, here's where we are with the soybean meal. Now, we are getting very close now to a head and shoulders pattern here in the March meal, because look, you have a bottom, there's your left shoulder, there's your head, there's your right shoulder. Now, what you have to do is, if you're going to do this the way that Andrew Lowe wanted you to do it, you want to be looking to buy it on the 28th. Okay, that'll be Monday. So keep an eye on that, because if you've got a higher bottom in here, right here, okay, and it's above this bottom, just like that, then it is a valid head and shoulders pattern. That's what you'll be watching for in the March meal. That's what I try to look for when I'm watching some of these patterns unfold. This would come in on the 28th, which I believe is a Monday, and that's what we'll be watching for in the meal. As we look at this on the long-term daily, you see we've already taken out these lows way back here in June. Okay, this is the March soybean meal, the spot meal, and we've taken it out. You can see how it's gone below it. So this is getting ready to possibly have a really good bottom. Now look at this on the daily. You can imagine, see, there's your left shoulder, there's your head, there's your right shoulder. Now if this right shoulder is above 353, that's down $5. In the next several days, you got till Monday, and that's 3 days, one more day of trading, and look at it on Monday, because if it's at 353 on Monday, that's a good pattern. It really is. So that's one of the things I'll be following in the newsletter this week, along with the video, getting ready for it come Monday as it gets ready to do it. Now, we've been trying to buy soybeans, but we had a better sell signal. We had a buy signal, which worked okay. But we still are friendly to these grains because they haven't even begun to plant what they're going to plant. They haven't even decided yet. So a lot of things can happen. As you can see what's going on with the weather. Global warming took a vacation this winter because we've had some really frigid weather all across Europe and definitely across the United States. When you see some of these football games, -10, -12, that's a pretty tough one to put a handle on. So let's remind ourselves what we're looking at right here as we're following these things unfolding, okay? So that's what we're watching here so far today. There was another question about the yellow one, the corn. We'll get it up here. We want to be moving to July corn now, folks, and the reason for that is I like July corn. I always have. It hasn't. This has not even been planted yet, so we want to put in the N right there, and it's a 4. So there's going to be July corn, just like we're watching July soybeans. Oh, that's what I needed. Bad data. Oh, God. Excuse me, folks. Let me get this to a 4-hour, and we can get this, see it a little better. I hope we can see it a little better. Oh, this data is such a... I apologize for the data, folks. It's just slow. That's all. It's got too much going on. Here's where we are. We've had made new lows here for quite a bit. You can see, and now what we've happened here is the low was made back here at 57. We've rallied a little. The pullback, the first pullback that we had here, which was right there, came in at the 382. That's a positive sign that we have. And look, we're trading above it right now. So we don't have a head and shoulders here like we do in the meal. So these are the ones that we're paying real close attention to right now. The beans, the oil, and the meal, those are the ones that we seem to be focusing on to try to make a buck or two. And so far it's done okay. Cattle, not so much. But boy, they've been good to us up until this last penny that we lost today. So let's get out of this and then get out of the meal and over here. And where are we at here? Let's take a quick look at where we are. Let's do this. Let's get there's our number 7704. There's your. Let's just draw the completion in because that's it. That's the number. 7696 was the number. Okay, Lar, let's get this old puppy out here, right here. And there it is, right there at 7700. The high has been. Well, it's still a little early, 7704. All right, let's move on here. We got a little bit of rally now. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ because that has been the big daddy rabbit here. So let's move it on here. The NASDAQ, move it up a little bit and down. There it is right here. Let's just go to a 60-minute because this thing has been on a rocket ship because of everything going on. And we'll get this up here. See how close we are. See, the number we were looking for on this big pattern was 78. We got to almost 70. We got to 178, but this is 50 points off. Today's high is a little lower than this one. It sold off a little bit, mainly because some of these stocks are going absolutely crazy, like IBM and Netflix and some of the others. But boy, oh boy, when you look at ADM and you look at United Healthcare, and a few of those others that are really getting hammered, boy, it's as Basil Chapman would say, it's a bifurcated market. They got a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So those are the things that you certainly want to consider. Trade what you see, not what you think. Easier said than done, boys and girls. Easier said than done. All right, now let's look at this on the long-term weekly. Okay, there's the long-term weekly, what we're looking at right here. Now remember, folks, on this weekly pattern here, the only thing that you have here, let's just clean this out so you can see it real easy. You got to do this for the newsletter this week anyway. So this is what you'll be watching. Now this is a retracement, believe it or not. It's not of any consequence because it's not even a 382. But what it will do, we'll just measure it. Stay with us. We'll finish up with this NASDAQ in just a heartbeat. So hang in there.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Everything in the universe is governed by the Fibonacci sequence. This mathematical principle is responsible for everything from the most aesthetically pleasing artwork to patterns in the stock market. To stay on top of stock patterns you can take advantage of, sign up for the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter at TFNN.com. When you subscribe, you'll get a weekly report from veteran day trader Larry Pesavento on stocks you need to pay attention to. And you can trust Larry's analysis. After all, he's got 45 years experience as a day trader. Larry will also provide daily charts, videos, and data on the key markets that he's tracking. Expect notifications from Larry on market movement you need to act on at any time. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. Subscribe to the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter today. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Are you ready to take your trading to the next level? Introducing Tom O'Brien's award-winning newsletter, Market Insights, your key to successful active trading. Tom O'Brien, renowned for his expertise in the financial markets, has designed Market Insights to be your daily guide to profitable trades. Tom publishes his daily Market Insights newsletter every market day before the market open, along with updates when warranted. Stay ahead of the game with Tom's real-time analysis and trade recommendations delivered straight to your inbox. Whether you're a seasoned trader or just starting out, Market Insights provides the edge you need to navigate the markets with confidence. Ready to join the ranks of successful traders? Head over to TFNN.com and subscribe to Market Insights today. Don't miss out on this opportunity to supercharge your trading results. Market Insights comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee for all new subscribers, so you have nothing to risk. Don't miss out on this opportunity to revolutionize your trading game. Head over to TFNN.com right now to join the thousands of traders who have already experienced the power of Tom O'Brien's award-winning newsletter, Market Insights, firsthand. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Okay, folks, I posted the chart again of the S&P, and the reason why I'm doing this is because you have the most bullish scenario that you could possibly have. I mean, these stocks have been going straight up, and then you had the GDP number come out today, supposed to be 2%, and it came out at 3.5%. Folks, that's a monster. I would thought the Dow would be up 500 points. It's up 20 points right now. I mean, the market is not responding well to really super bullish news. It may or may not mean anything, but if you like three drive patterns, this is the one you're looking at in the S&P right now. It's different from the one on the left back in 2022 because this one only took 8 months to complete. This one took, believe it or not, almost a year to get there. You see, I'll tell you that this is really a big one here because this is a huge pattern. We've taken out all the highs. Everybody's bullish. And so just be careful with the news. We got this gap to fill down in here, which is down 300 points. Whether it'll ever get there or not, I don't know. But if it's right, you're going to see something like this in the next couple of weeks. You're going to see the market break quite a bit. Here it broke from 477. It's going to break about 500 S&P points is what it'll say it'll do. Now, the first pullback on this, you mark this over like this, 500 points and 49, there it is, your 500 points right there, 456. So it's going to be doing exactly what it did before. There it is right there. It'll just do it again. And so that's what we'll be watching for. That would be the profit objective, and maybe this is where you go after that. That's always a possibility, but right now this is the one that's controlling what I'm seeing. It's just a perfect weekly ABCD right on the money. That's what we're paying attention to. So I hope that makes sense. Anyway, that's what we're seeing. So live every day in an attitude of gratitude, and may God bless. And we'll see you tomorrow. Be sure to do something nice for your neighbors or a stranger, because we're all on this planet to help one another. Not people believe that, but that's what we're here for. So that's it, folks. We'll see you on the flip side. Thank you.